Could Xenoverse 3 have an open beta as early as 2026? Let's talk about it. And all of this discussion about Xenoverse 3, for the people who don't know, is being fueled by a Bandai Namco Southeast Asia leak, which was actually a playlist, an Age 1000 playlist, which was going to be a trailer for this Dragon Ball Age 1000 game, and they actually titled it Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. So at that moment, we all knew, holy shit, they just leaked that this is Xenoverse 3. You know what I mean? And they immediately deleted the playlist afterwards, a sign of how in fear they were, of how terrified they were of the massive leak they had just made, right? Even though it was foolish from the start to even hide what this game is. Xenoverse 3 doesn't need, as President Rose would say, a role-play marketing. You know what I mean? It doesn't need no role-play marketing. No, you could just tell us what the game is. Proof that this could actually happen as early as 2026 is that Xenoverse 2 was announced on May 17th, 2016, right? The Xenoverse 2 open beta released on October 14th, 2016, later that same year. And then it was playable from the 14th to the 17th, okay? Xenoverse 3 will presumably be announced on April 19th at Battle Hour, around the same time Xenoverse 2 was announced. Almost exactly 1 month earlier, okay? It's basically exactly a month earlier. It almost seems intentional. It's like, how do you have the game that close in release window, right? So it almost seems intentional how close the announcements will likely end up being to each other. People will argue that it's just Battle Hour scheduling, but I would argue that Xenoverse 3 is a big enough game that they would schedule the entire Battle Hour event around its announcement. It's the biggest thing they're going to announce at that show. You know what I mean? So it's literally the biggest Dragon Ball game, the best-selling Dragon Ball game of all time. So it's without a doubt big enough for them to schedule the whole Battle Hour event around Xenoverse 3's announcement. 100% it's big enough to do that. If anyone disagrees, you just don't understand business, right? And clear monetary profits that are being made here. So yeah, this game is big enough to schedule a whole event around it. So I 100% believe that they're scheduling a whole event around Xenoverse 3, since this is leaked as Xenoverse 3, right? So I predict later this year, around mid-September or mid-October, we will get an open beta for 3 days, right? The same timeline. It's the exact same timeline, you guys. Like, if we look at it, right, Xenoverse 2 was announced on May 17th, and they had an open beta October 14th, that same year, okay? Xenoverse 3 will presumably be announced on April 19th, 1 month earlier, and they'll probably have an open beta around the exact same time. Just look at the timing. It's literally identical, right? Another reason that I think there could be an open beta as early as 2026 is because, according to a leaked DBS Hype reposted, Xenoverse 3 already currently has a fully playable build, right? In this Twitter post, it says, information about Xenoverse 3 that I obtained from a reliable source in Japan that I can now share. It's well in development, many delays, and some aspects have been completely restarted from scratch, graphically beautiful, a playable version already exists. And it says it will release in 2027 and 2028. And we know that he was actually right about the 2027 part, because we actually see at the end of the Age 1000 trailer, it says that it's coming in 2027, okay? And he says that there's a fully playable version that already exists, which, what does that mean, you guys? It's probably going to be available for us to play it, right? As an open beta, the same way they did with Xenoverse 2, right? Also, if we're just being honest, Bandai needs to test their servers before releasing a game as big as Xenoverse 3, right? Hirano-san said that Age 1000 will have a lot of content, right? Which, if we read between the lines, that basically means that it's going to have more content than Xenoverse 2 did at launch. And Xenoverse 2 had a lot of content at launch, and they needed to test the servers for that game. They needed to test what was going to be broken and shit like that in that game in the open beta too. So they'll definitely need to test it with this game if it's going to have more content than Xenoverse 2 did at launch, right? And for any OGs who remember Xenoverse 2's launch, if y'all are watching this, y'all know how broken the moves were. Y'all remember how many game-breaking issues that they had at that launch, right? People remember the past with rose-tinted glasses, but back then you could use Go-Go Gum into Dragon Flash spam. You could use Fake Death spam, which gave you hell of invincibility frames. Like, you could literally use Fake Death, and you were literally invincible the entire time you used the move. Yes, bro. It was one of the best moves to chain into a combo, to start a combo off of, because you were completely invincible when you did Fake Death. Someone would just come and they would always try to hit you. They would always try to hit you, bro. It actually worked exactly as it was meant to, but it was incredibly broken. If you knew, you knew, okay? There was insanely broken Super Souls, which are still a problem, to be honest. Like, remove all of those Super Souls that give you health back for perfect blocking. Yeah, remove that shit out of here, bro. Get that shit out of here. That's trash. You feel me? That's trash. And yeah, I think that Xenoverse 3 really needs an open beta, right? These are some of the reasons why I think it'll happen soon. So let me know what you guys think about this stuff in the comments below. Do you guys think that I'm just blowing this all out of proportion? I'm just making up connections that don't really exist? Am I reaching? Or am I coming up with something tangible? Do you guys think that based off everything that I said, it really might be plausible that there could be an open beta for Xenoverse 3 as early as 2026, right? Based off the timelines I gave you guys with everything else. If this is Xenoverse 3 for real, which I really do wholeheartedly believe that it is, right? So yeah, I think that's it, you guys. And let me know what you guys think about this stuff in the comments below. If you guys want to have a direct line of contact to me, you can always join the Discord. It's going to be linked in the pinned comment in the description and in the comment section, right? Because I run another channel, so I run 2 channels and a Twitter page. So I do a lot online, and it's hard for me. My attention can be divided in a lot of different places because there's a lot of things I'm trying to focus on making successful and doing well. As you see, I put a lot of effort into this content. I put a lot of effort into everything I do the exact same way. Okay, so that does take time from me, and I don't always get to see every comment, but I try to read every single comment. I try to respond to every single comment. I'm reading you guys' concerns. You know what I mean? I see you guys want videos on PvP. I'm gonna be making videos on PvP. That's gonna be happening. You know what I mean? So I have a pulse on the community. I am 100% with the community. You know what I mean? I am the community. So if you guys want to know more from me, if you guys want to hear more from me, or you want to have any video requests, ideas that you want me to do, right? You can just join the Discord. Or if you just want to talk to me about life, you want some advice on anything, you want to talk to me, join the Discord. We could talk about stuff that's just real life shit. You know what I mean? We could talk about anything in the Discord. That's our community. That's our place where you come to talk about anything that you need to let people know. You know what I mean? Anything that you need to get off of your chest. That's the perfect place to do it, okay, you guys? So I am building a community there, and I will be happy to see you guys there. If not, that's fine. I'll keep making videos the same way I have, right? I'll keep making videos covering this stuff, and we'll be talking about more stuff with Xenoverse 3. Like I said, PvP video will be coming soon. So if you enjoyed the video, like the video, you guys. It's Wealthy XP here, tuning out. Be easy, y'all.